Glaceon, you are officially judged. You are terrible. I'm sorry, X-Square. It's only good for sweep, and it can't really do much else. It's terrible. Shocking. No one should ever use it. Glaceon sucks. Yeah, don't ever use it.
Self-explanatory backstory is very self-explanatory. Hi, I'm back. Thanks to some AAmazing Glaceon dissing, I am back. And I said I needed to kick his ass, therefore he scared himself shitless by bringing 4 ice resists, one of which can take away my blizzard, one of which can take me out with a very strong bullet punch. One of them has very high special defense, and one of them is just being a dick prick in general, that being Natore or Ferrothorn, excuse me. So yep, you heard me correctly. I am bringing a Hail team with an Obomasnow, and I am not gonna make an Obama joke because I'm in Asia, therefore yeah. So I predict him to lead with my Obomasnow because why wouldn't I, and therefore I shall lead with my Victini. But even if the off chance that he does lead with his Politoed just to get his rain up, I do lead with my Victini, and he might predict a switch and do some hypnosis-y stuff or toxic-y stuff, or I do get a fusion bolt off. But it's still kind of risky. But even if he led with that Politoed, which I didn't think he would want to, since you know Obomasnow is slower than Politoed, I think therefore I'd get my Hail up and he'll get jacked to the lead. Oh, I'm not supposed to say that. Is someone at home? Never mind. Anywho, he is going to switch out here as I predict like a pro and go for the fusion bolt. But I was sort of hoping and predicting the Tentacruel instead of the Politoed, but then again in retrospect Politoed does weaken my fire moves even more, so whatever, I get super effective damage on it, I'm happy, and it is a 2KO. However, I do see that he has a rose of some sort. I don't know how to differentiate the Thunderous, Landorus or whatever, so at that time I thought he had a Landorus, therefore he might switch it in, predicting my Scarf or Band. But seeing that kind of damage, he kinda knows that I am not choice banded, so I do switch into my Obomasnow in the off chance that he does want to switch in that Landorus, which is actually a Thunderous. But regardless, he is gonna send out this Natore, and I do have the magic code on this Obomasnow since it's supposed to be a lead, but I figure I wall this Natore pretty well, therefore let's just go for a Stab Blizzard, see how much it does, which is approximately nothing, and then he is going to set out his Stealth Rocks. And I was thinking, damn it, I could have mirror coated that and he'd have to deal with his own Stealth Rocks because he doesn't have a Rapid Spinner. Although, contrary to what I usually do, which is not bring a Rapid Spinner, I actually do have a Rapid Spinner, which is a Blastoise, but you know, that can't switch into Natore, and even if it could, what else am I gonna do to a Natore except to get walked to death and back? So I'm gonna send out my Victini now because it's a Natore, and I thought he might want to go for the, I don't even know, Gyro Ball, I suppose, but I honestly don't remember why I switched Victini in. Perhaps I was predicting a switch to one of his many water types. No wait, why would I officially confused myself. Regardless, I am going to go for the Fusion Bolt because I want this Tentacruel dead, because I do have a Glaceon and I want to kick his ass with it, and the Glaceon that I have is actually a Wall Glaceon because yeah, it's a Dream World Glaceon that I wanted to try out, hence I made a Hail team around it because it deserves it. And I didn't think that he would go for the Scout straight off anyway, because one, he could set up the Toxic Spikes, while my Blastoise can blow them away, it can blow them away without being toxic first, therefore I would think that there will be some sort of merit to him setting up the Toxic Spikes, but he doesn't. But I guess he either didn't have it or he felt that it's not worth setting up. But I think for a long time here I could send out my Obomasnow and, you know, kill it, but I could send out a lot of things to kill it anyway, but I didn't want my Obomasnow sash breaking because I do have a Rapid Spinner and I can prevent my sash from breaking. And he's gonna send out this, oh no, cause I was gonna say, This Hexerus, I was gonna say oh no curse, but I went and mixed it up anyway. I am not doing this on purpose, I swear. So my Scarf Lucario, yes, you are hearing me right, I do run a Scarf Lucario because I'm a moron and I have 2 choice Scarfers on my team, none of which have Trick. But regardless, I thought he might be greedy and set up the Dragon Dance predicting my switch, but well, I suppose no sane guy would go for the Dragon Dance seeing that most Lucarios carry extreme speed. Mine does too, but I am locked into High Jump Kick, which is more powerful than Close Combat, provided I don't miss. So out comes my Blastoise, which is, you know, modeled, more like engineered or Pokestaff to take out Scizors. Therefore it is physically defensive and is able to take an outrage from this Hexerus. But you know, at this point I'm losing my Scizor checks really quickly here because my Blastoise is one of them and I'm pretty sure my Victini is my only other one, and that's it. I do have an Altaria which is defensive, but that is specially defensive and a Bullet Punch isn't resisted. And while I do have the Flamethrower, I am a wall with no special attack investments at all. Flamethrower is just there for shits and giggles. Therefore, that Scizor is genuinely scaring me ballless right now. But he's gonna send out this Natore and Ferrothorn. Oh my god, I am a weeaboo. So he is going to set up his Stealth Rocks despite me having the Rapid Spin, and at this point I just thought I'd best get more damage on this Ferrothorn than to try to go for the Scout and burn it. But this turn my Focus Blast hits for the second turn and gets a crit, which kinda screws him over since he went for the Power Whip, which would unquestionably kill me provided it doesn't miss. But then again, my Focus Blast hit twice in a row, why wouldn't his Power Whip hit? Unless I'm some sort of a Ninja Turtle that can dodge all sorts of attacks, so and land all of his attacks as well. So out comes this Scizor, and I'm gonna Rapid Spin those rocks away, and he is going to go for the U-turn, which kinda tells me he isn't a setup Swords Dancing Scizor, because if he was a Swords Dance Scizor, he would have set up on me right there and he would have swept me, no questions asked. But he just sends out this Thunderous, which I believe is called Thunderous. But I am thinking forever here. I could send out my Abomasnow, which is Focus Sash, but if I send that out, it's kind of blatant that I am either Scarf or Focus Sash, therefore he wouldn't want to stay in and eat a Blizzard. So I'm gonna send my Yume Yuki, which is my new Glaceon I got from the Dream World, and here I'm predicting. It's not sort of predicting, it's sort of like a very huge guess game here because I need that Scizor gone, but I can't risk going for the Blizzard, so yeah. I'd like to say I predicted that, and I sort of did, but to be honest, it was more of a guess. I just couldn't allow that Scizor to come in and, you know, bullet punch everything on my team to death, because that would obviously not be very good at all for me, because, you know, you viewers don't know anything about Pokemans, and a bullet punch from a Scizor definitely won't kill a Glaceon near full health. So here is Glaceon doing some stalling because Glaceon can only sweep, because that's the way the cookie crumbles at the end of the day, and that's French. So yeah, I'm not even trying to be Irish here, I'm just being Asian and being very proud, although I am kinda tired right now, but you know, I get to upload something, therefore I am happy, even if I don't get comments, even if I don't get views, you know, I upload these videos sort of for myself only. So, well, while I'm stalling this Toxicroak to death, I am going to say I am sorry for begging for comments and such. You don't really have to comment if you don't want to, but you know, if you have some time on your hands, you know, just throw in a comment, we will both be entertained. So out comes my Altaria, because I don't want my Glaceon too low in case I need it for this Tornadus. So I am gonna go out into my Altaria, which is by this point pretty much useless, because I am pretty sure that everything on my team can handle everything on his team now that his Scizor is gone. So I just kinda leave Altaria in to die, except I kinda wanted one attack in before I died, because, well, I wasn't expecting the Hidden Power Ice at all. I don't know why he carries Hidden Power Ice. Usually people carry HP Ice for dragons and such, and dragons are hit neutral by that Hurricane, so I really don't get the logic behind Hidden Power Ice, or maybe it's Hidden Power Dragon, because that will even make less sense, and the world does not make sense. Therefore, it will be the more logical thing to do in the real life. Anyway, I'm gonna send out my AAmazing0. He does reach out to that Politoed wisely because I am sashed, and he is going to hypnosis me and miss, which how much that mattered I am not too sure, to be honest. I mean, even if he got to kill my Glaceon, he'd take around 2 turns to do so, even with the rain, and by then my AAmazing0, which can come in, probably outspeed, lock my I don't even have to lock myself into anything. I'll just kill that Politoed with, you know, Blizzard or something. I admit I don't have Grass Knot. The only grass move I have is Wood Hammer. That breaks my sash, and therefore that leaves me open to that Tornadus, and I'm going to choke on my words almost as I sub-stall this thing to death, because I love proving people wrong, and that's just my job, you know. Although I'm technically still a student, but it's my part-time job of proving people wrong. And this Politoed is gonna die. I'm gonna leave you with some music. To anyone who's thinking Glaceon can't stall, you have just been proven wrong, because I have just outstalled a Politoed, which normally counters Glaceon. Trust me, I have my experiences, I know best. You guys all should shut up, because, you know, yeah. Not really, but you know, I'm gonna die here to a Hurricane, which has 100 accuracy in the rain for some reason. I'm not really sure how much accuracy it has in hail, but it doesn't matter, because he's going to hit, and it's going to kill me. Almost, except I already said I had the sash, and therefore all the effort into preserving that sash is worth it. And I go for the Blizzard here, and guess what? It doesn't kill. Oh my god, I am going to lose. Except I have the Ice Shot. Except I don't even need the Ice Shot. So that's a very, very close game. AAmazing, the crit on the Power Whip method, because, you know, I got to preserve my sash and such. But, you know, that's the way the cookie crumbles at the end of the day, so that's very bent. And, yep, goodbye, people. Good game and goodbye. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Not really, but, you know.